sure to give emphasis on the Y on this one. Yeah. David Ramsey! There we go.
What's up, y'all?
Anyway, you get the whole couch to yourself. Look at that. All for you. So David, when did it all happen?
All right. It happened when I met this guy right here.
Is that true, Stephen? It all happened for him when he met you.
Look at him.
There you go. Hey, Stephen, little birdie told me you have a little surprise for fans, don't you?
Yeah, I do, actually. We are launching the next iteration of what we've done with Code 8. So we did the first movie, which was crowdfunded. We did the second movie, which was a big Netflix thing. And we are trying to bridge the gap. And I am going to be launching a Kickstarter campaign to do a graphic novel to go alongside Robbie's that is going to tell the origin story of my character, Garrett.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we have a
It's on me.
I think we do have a photo. Oh, it's on that side. There we go. Everybody want to look at that screen?
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, so we're going to launch the campaign mid-November. Kickstarter is a really exciting platform to do it on. It costs money to make a graphic novel, which is why we're doing the campaign. And also, too, just because Code 8, the first movie, was such a wonderful crowdfunding experience, and we couldn't allow people to be involved in the second one, because Netflix wanted it all to themselves. So it's great, intense around us. It'll be exciting to bring it back to the fans.
We'll get some Arrow questions in a bit, but
sure.
Just a little bit more, like what prompted this? What sparked this for you?
Well, Robbie did his campaign, and it was very successful, and I wasn't involved in the beginning of it because I thought I was going to be busy, but NBC had other ideas. So I have some time on my hands. So we're going to be doing the graphic novel.
All right, so we're going to get like the full story, everything, backstory, all that good stuff, huh?
Yeah, and the idea with the campaign is that we have a goal that will allow us to make the book, but we also have a stretch goal because we have Jeff Chan, our director, has an idea of what he would like to do between the second and the third film.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. Is there like a website, a link, social media they can go check it out?
Yeah, so I'm gonna put it up on my social media pages. There's a notify me QR code that's at my table right now if you're coming by for an autograph or anything like that, which just will notify you when the campaign goes live. I think I'm gonna be in Detroit at Motor City Comic Con, and we're gonna launch it that weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yes.
Thanks.
Congratulations, everybody. Yeah. Maybe your graphic novel?
No.
All right. Well, we're going to get some time with you guys in just a few minutes. I'll warm them up for you. Again, reminder, when it is time for your turn, this aisle. Okay, this aisle, there's a young lady here with the mic. She's standing up. You want to go on that side. But it's not time yet. First of all, welcome to San Antonio. Sorry about that. Welcome to San Antonio. First time here?
No, not me.
No.
I was here for the convention some years ago, and then I was here in 2023 for the Royal Rumble.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Awesome. Was it fun?
It's the Royal
You're
Rumble.
back. Yeah, you're back. You're going to, and what? You're going to also announce you to get back in the ring, right?
Yeah, no, my wife will divorce me if I wrestle again. She said, if you want to stay married, you are not to get back in the wrestling ring. I broke my last two things that I did. I broke my back and my hip.
You did.
Yeah, I can understand.
And that encourages you, David, to get in the ring.
Get in the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But she really says it, huh?
Yeah, I think I might chance it. I'm in great shape right now. I mean,
You should just go for it, Steve.
I think she wants to stay married. We'll see.
All right. Well, you said this is not your first time in San Antonio, right?
No, a couple of years ago I was here for a con.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so San Antonio's treating you all nice? You're good?
Yeah, it's great. I need to get some barbecue spots, so you guys got some barbecue spots.
All right.
Drop them by my table.
Quickly shout out some barbecue spots. I got
Some
some
barbecue spots.
Rudy's?
No, Rudy's has been on the list. Some folks said Rudy's.
Who else? What's that over here? Blanco Barbecue?
Never heard of Blanco.
Okay. What's that?
Pinkertons, I heard Pinkertons.
Oh, yes.
Somebody said Pinkertons.
Yeah.
Terry Blacks.
No. Somebody do not listen to what he just said.
There's a great spot in Austin called Le Barbecue.
What's it called, Stephen?
Le Barbecue.
Le Barbecue.
Oh, you're serious? It really is?
All right. Well, let's go and dive into some Arrow questions, and let's start off with you, Stephen here. How did you do it? How did you bring them to life? How did you bring Oliver to life? What was your plan? What was your direction?
My plan was to listen to our really great director.
Yeah.
Going all the way back to the pilot, David Nutter, the most decorated television director in history. I mean, I think he's done something like 20 pilots. Big shows like ours, and then smaller shows like Smallville and Supernatural, like you guys.
Yeah, there are small shows, right?
No, but David Nutter had a vision, and the team with Greg Berlanti and Andrew Kreisberg and Mark Guggenheim, they had a very specific vision of what they were looking for. It just so happened when I read the script, I had the same type of interpretation, and so it was just this synergistic moment that worked.
I'm assuming you auditioned for it, or you did or did not?
Oh, I did.
You
Yes.
did?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
the first guy to audition. I had auditioned for that casting director some months earlier, and David Rappaport, and I got a part on 90210, also playing a guy that was presumed dead.
I'm sensing a theme here, Steve.
So he brought me in first, and the rest is history.
Talk about putting on that uniform, that iconic Arrow.
I mean, people have asked me a couple of times today, what was the best part of filming Arrow? And it's a very, very simple answer. It's like, I got to wear a superhero suit. Yeah.
Easy answer.
Yeah.
Did you get training? Obviously you did fighting and all that stuff, but the Arrow training.
Yeah, we had an archery consultant on there, Patricia. She put me through the motions leading up to the pilot. Actually, that halfway decent.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Halfway decent.
Halfway.
Yeah. You might get a divorce.
No.
Okay. David, what was it like for you joining the Arrowverse? Just all of that, and just hopping into such a fan-driven show.
That was great. But I'll tell you about it. But I do have a story about Steve. I always have a story about Steve. We were watching, I don't know if I ever told you this. Me and the person I was with at the time saw you on Hung.
Oh, yeah?
And it's weird, I swear to God, this is the truth. We're watching it, and this is like what she said to me. She said, "You know that guy?" I said, no. She's like, "He's gonna be a star." And look, we were both watching, and I was like, yeah. Like there was something that just kind of jumped off the screen.
Sure.
It could have been, it was called Hung, so I don't know. But that's a joke. But it was,
My character on Hung had a huge piece.
I didn't know that. I only watched that one scene. But yeah, so I just recall that as you were talking.
And you said you did know him at that time.
No, didn't know.
Wait,
But I
you
just
know
remember
how
that.
much validation I need? How are you just telling me this?
I swear, it's funny because I didn't think
I
about
could have
it.
used this speech at 3 o'clock in the morning in Vancouver on a radio rooftop? I really could have.
I always saw this. I was doing a show called Blue Bloods, and Greg Berlanti, who we just spoke about, who created the Arrowverse, he and his father used to watch Blue Bloods, and they were fans of the show. And they called the producer, I was just recurring on that show at the time, and he told Mark about it, Mark Guggenheim called my agent and said, "Can we have a meeting?" And we met, and did a little reading for Mark, and said, "I want you to meet Greg," and that was kind of it. And I tested, but it was kind of, everything kind of lined up.
Yeah. What did you like about playing your character, Diggle?
Well, I like that he wasn't that we could make him up.
Yeah.
No, he didn't have
He was
lore.
fresh, right?
He was
Fresh
fresh,
character.
right? We didn't have any lore to fall back on, so we could kind of make it up as we went along.
Yeah, and then Lisa Spartan and all that good stuff.
Spartan, it was a great ride.
Did you like his arc?
I did. I thought he might die though.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Why did you use that?
It was tailor-made. He's the driver, bodyguard. You gotta kill him, and he's black. You gotta die.
Glad you said it.
Yeah, man. But I'm glad they spared a brother. And
There's still time.
there's still time. There's still time, bro. But yeah, yeah, it was, I wasn't sure. But after it took off, man, it was just, I mean, it just took off like
You
that.
guys recognize the street. Hey, is that Spartan? Did that ever happen to you?
No?
No? Oh, well, can somebody do it for him? Can you just say, hey, is that Spartan?
That's like Spartan.
Now it's happening.
Oh, now what's happening?
Yeah.
Thank you. Usually his head is at Diggle, not in the Spartan.
Spartan, yeah. You're all right. You know, Steven, you're seeing obviously tons of fans here. By the way, raise your hand if you saw every single freaking episode. Look at that.
Yeah.
Every single episode. Yeah, when you see that kind of love, what does that mean for you?
Listen, it's making Arrow was a very special time in my life. It remains special. I at least once a day, someone's like, Arrow. Still to this day.
I'm gonna do it right now.
And there it is. And I mean, I'm just chomping at the bit. My son is just like 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait until he's like 5.
Mhm.
He has no idea.
Are you anticipating for that moment where he looks at dad, looks at the TV or a comic,
Yeah.
just to go,
Oh, I can't
Wait.
wait. I can't
Hold on.
wait. We're gonna watch all 170 episodes.
what about for you when you saw that fan love right now?
Oh, it's just fantastic, man. Yeah. I mean, this is, no one could have seen it coming, right? So, and you know, how many years later?
Still here, yeah.
And still to the back of the room, people, fans. We're very grateful, very grateful and lucky.
Favorite episode that you were part of?
A couple of episodes. There was my favorite one was when Diggle finally joined. There was an offer that Oliver Queen made and I joined.
Why did you like that one?
Well, because I think that was look. I knew this show was going to go when Oliver Queen was in the pilot. Took some dude by the neck and was like, "You can't know my secret, crack." I was like, "Smallville is done." And I was like, I want to be a part of that, right?
Yeah.
So I just because it was something that on no network was doing that. Period. It was just we were someplace else.
Did Diggle get a chance to crack necks?
No.
No, unfortunately.
No.
No.
Diggle had a code and
All that.
morals.
All that stuff, John?
Yeah, that crazy stuff.
Yeah, all right. What about you? What was your favorite episode?
I think probably the pilot.
Really? Tell us why.
Yeah, well, I mean, just getting to wear the superhero suit for the first time. We had a ton of time to film it. And I just have wonderful memories from shooting the pilot. And the scene where I cracked the guy's neck, we shot that first. And and I guess it was probably on the second day. And Glen Winter, our director of photography, who directed the pilot of Supergirl, who became a wonderful director for us, super talented guy. Like, I remember him coming up to me on the second day being like, "I'm so glad this is good." I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Sometimes it's not good. This is good." And we had like 11 more days to go. I think the pilot, and then I think like I really loved being in the pilot of The Flash. I really liked that. That was so.
Why did you like that?
Well, I got to get Barry Allen his superhero name. You're welcome.
Okay, there's that.
So that was good, and I just, it was also that was David Nutter again directing that, and he took a bunch of our crew. We were in the middle of our second season, and so just going there, knowing that our show had graduated and was on to a second season and had been picked up for a third, and then coming back and being in the first episode of this series was
Chef's kiss.
yes.
All right. Well, you also put on a different type of uniform. I think it was the Casey Jones uniform.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yes. I think I saw on the floor there was a Casey Jones cosplayer.
There's been a couple.
Yeah, there's been a couple. I don't know if is there any Casey Jones cosplayers here? Are there any Oliver Queen cosplayers in the house right now? Look at that. Well, we've got to correct that soon. Tomorrow, guys. Yeah, one more day to fix that. But nevertheless, you go from putting on the Arrow costume, then you get that mask. He's
Yeah.
the old man. Tell us about that. How was it to bring him to life again?
I mean, that was an amazing experience. We shot that in New York. It was between season 3 and season 4 of Arrow. It was just an amazing, experience. I think every actor at some point in time needs to shoot in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
And it was something like, I used to, and David can attest to this was my first big job. And I was wound pretty tight in the early days of things. Like, if I heard a phone vibrate on set, not ring, vibrate.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on? And then you go shoot in Manhattan.
Oh, yeah.
And then I relaxed.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I used to live in New York City for about 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Lived in Manhattan. Know what the building across the street was for me? The 80s TV show sitcom, Jeffersons.
Oh, cool.
That building you see when the U-Haul's driving up the street, and then they look at the tower. That was
Yeah.
right across the street from me. But I know.
We filmed in New York. We filmed at a bar that had been in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows, Crocodile Dundee, and The Godfather. All shot there.
Nice.
With ours being certainly the most famous.
Of course. For you, sir, what was, obviously you played Diggle, all that good stuff there, but that whole idea, like he was teasing you, like the code and the moral, the heroism. I think maybe his character needed a little more edge, get cut loose a little bit, maybe.
No, not at all. No, I mean, there was enough edge here, right? I mean, I think he had to have the yin, right? Because he was all yang. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Anyway, no, I think you needed that moral compass. You needed someone to say. And I also think
Kind of like Jiminy Cricket,
Yeah, there's a vibrate. I think.
You okay, Stephen? You all right?
You okay?
You okay? Very
Here we
good.
go. I think you just needed that.
Yeah.
Right? You needed someone, and also I think John Diggle said the things that the audience was saying. Right? He was the most normal.
Was that kind of your viewpoint of him, like speak for the audience?
Yeah. Well, look, all right, you got Oliver Queen, Bruce Wayne and Oliver Queen, maybe two top fighters in the DC universe. Then you have Felicity Smoke, smartest person on the planet. And you have John Diggle, who kind of this regular guy who from wherever city he was from, and did a couple of tours in Iraq. That just kept bettering himself. So he was kind of the normal guy.
Yeah.
In a sense.
The compass. Yeah.
It was weird too because it was for a while there. It was like when there was a crime or a scene, it was like Arrow would show up clad in leather and have the bow, and then Colton Haynes, who played Red Arrow, he would show up clad in red, very heroic, and then here comes John Diggle with a bomber jacket and a clock. So there was a while there when, you just kind of needed that normalcy that he brought.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see. All right, it's going to be your turn to ask some questions. So you want to start lining up here. Again, we have the young lady with the microphone. I think we're good to go. I don't have to buy some time for you guys. Oh, no, I guess you're ready. Look at that. Eager. I'm going to join that line, too, in a minute. All right, let's start it off here, sir. Go ahead. You good? All right, he's good.
Okay, my question is, Steven, what was your reaction for bringing your character to other shows in the Arrowverse? Like The Flash, Supergirl, Heroes Till Tomorrow, you name it, crossover specials, just such as Crisis on Infinite Verse.
I mean, listen, man, the crossovers were always great. Greg Berlanti used to say that his favorite thing growing up was when a character from his favorite show would show up on another one of his favorite shows. So those were for the fans. And I always loved doing the crossovers. Man, it was busy. It was usually around this time of the year. It was like October. And it was busy for about a month. It was like 6 days a week for about a month. And, but, I would always, I just love going to different sets. It's like going with your friends for a sleepover. You know what I mean? Like different cooking, different bed. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
All right, good question, sir. Who's up?
Hello. I saw you earlier. My name is Emily. Nice to see you again.
Emily?
My question did get taken by you, so I'm going
Sorry.
to go with my second question. Can you say your iconic line, "I filled the city"?
Have you?
Can you?
Oh yeah, you have failed the city.
Thank you.
Hi guys, thank you for coming today. I have a two-part question. The first one is regarding the Diggle character. In the fan universe, at the very beginning, there was some speculation that Diggle would end up as part of the Lantern Corps. I just have a question regarding, was there ever an internal discussion if that was ever going to occur? And the second part of my question is, was it odd to have you to see yourself as an action figure? Curious.
Yeah, I'll answer the first one first. It was very odd to see myself with an action figure. At the time when the action figure came out, my son was about 4. Why I thought it was smart to give him the action figure at 4 years old, I would never know. It ended up being in pieces in about 3 days, the action figure. The second part of the question, the Green Arrow, or Green Lantern verse of it all. I mean, we only teased it for 6 years. It was very political. It was just a political thing. It was a big, huge property. Some folks said yes, some folks said no. But it was genuine and it was sincere in terms of what we gave the audience. We just never had that person to green light it over at the executive level. And but now I'm looking forward to it. HBO Max with James Gunn and Aaron Pierre. I'm really looking forward to it.
Awesome.
And I hear nothing but good things so far.
Good stuff.
So, Stephen, what was it like doing a few episodes with the great Dolph Lundgren?
That was amazing, man. I'll never forget the first scene we shot. He had this big, long speech, and I'd never met him. And he just nailed it. And then, it's important when you're working sometimes. I mean, you're working, right? So it's sometimes difficult to stop and smell the roses, so to speak. But like in the finale of season 5, I think I stopped at one point and like, I'm fighting Drago right now. I'm fighting He-Man. This is amazing.
You're fighting Drago.
Yeah. Kick the shit out of him too.
Good job. Got it when he was older. Yes, sir.
Hello, I just wanted to say, first off, I love Green Arrow, one of my favorite shows that I'm rewatching now, actually. And Stephen, I know you're a huge wrestling fan, and I want to ask, who is your GOAT in the WWE?
Who's my GOAT in the WWE? Man! Oh, man. I'll tell you. Cena's making a real argument right now because I don't know what happened with his retirement year that he's doing, but sometime around, well, specifically when he fought Cody at SummerSlam, every single match that this guy's doing right now is like a 5-star match, and no one's ever done that. So you're talking about like a 20-plus year career where you are going out with your fastball still in the high 90s. I mean, he's way, way, way up there. And then, but like, currently, I grew up, I'm like a Hulk guy. Still, to this day.
Yeah. I think in 2015, you got a Slammy Award, right?
That's right.
That's right. Yes, that's right.
That's right. That's right.
Celebrity Moment of the Year, I think that's what it was.
That's exactly correct. Hey, thank you. Tell me more.
Teamed up with Cody Rhodes?
I did. No, I fought against Cody
Fought
Rhodes.
against-
It was me and Diggle against Stardust and King Barry.
Yeah, Kenny Omega, yeah. And then, yeah, you're gonna risk your marriage, aren't you? Yeah, I know you are. All right, up next.
All right, it's good to see both of y'all again. So my question is if y'all were, so my question is, if y'all were to join another fandom universe, which character or role would you want to have?
Another fandom universe?
Yeah, like MCU or Star Wars.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Another fandom universe.
Does 7 count?
If it was Star Wars, it would be Mace. I think Mace is still alive. So I'm just.
There's theories there.
I just think he's a dope character.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
No.
Dobby?
I can see that.
I'm just trying to be cool for my kids.
Yeah. I get it.
All right, next question.
All right, Steven, I know you were passionate about heels. I wanted to see if you would be up for season 3 if it did get picked up. And
Oh man, I would love to do it. I really would. I don't think that it's going to come to fruition. But that show was a really special experience, and it just goes to show that the network that you're on, the time that you launch, like all of that stuff matters. We were lucky to get a second season. People bring it up all the time. I'd love to be able to do more of it, but the further away that we get from it, the less likely that becomes.
Bummer. All right, next question, sir.
This is for the Arrow and the Spartan. Obviously, Smallville had a long history and influence on superhero TV shows, so much that it came back in the crossover. In a couple of years, another superhero series came out, and they wanted to bring you back for a crossover. Would you want to come back as your original characters, Arrow and Spartan, or Spectre and Green Lantern?
Man.
I never had that question.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, you dig in. I'm Arrow.
Yeah. I completely agree. Yeah, something for me is Spartan. I think, unless, of course, Green Lantern's terrible, then it's going to be Green Lantern. But I think Green Lantern's going to be great no matter what. But for me, it's Spartan.
All right, good question.
Did y'all get to take home any props from the TV show?
What did you take?
Stolen. I stole. Take as in stolen? Yes, I did that.
All right, what did you take?
The gun that Spartan used is based off the Decker gun from Blade Runner.
Oh.
And it's mine now.
You, Steven?
I borrowed the bow from the pilot 13 years ago.
Wow. Where's it at right now?
It's none of your business. And when I went back for the final season of The Flash, I took a suit. Because when we wrapped filming, I asked politely for a suit, and they said no. That's really
How do you say
bad.
no to? Yeah.
You just type it in an email.
Well, look, it would have made me happy, Steven, if you took the Flash suit.
Oh man.
I say this every time I'm on a panel. It had to be the funniest thing I've ever seen before in my life. Seeing you in the Flash suit. It was hilarious.
We're filming a scene. There's like imminent danger to Star City, the world, okay, because it's one of the crossovers. And I'm seeing my entire Arrow cast for the first time in the suit. I'm trying to deliver the lines, and I'm looking at them, and they're all covering their faces. Like, I've been in and out for like 4 or 5 days. It's not new to me. It wasn't funny. It was to them. It was to them. I'm over it.
All right. Yes, sir.
Hello, this goes to this Green Arrow and Spartan. Besides the Flash costume, is there any different costumes you guys would wish to try on just for fun?
Good one.
Supergirl.
Supergirl had to fly off her. You know something? Ragman had a great outfit. I would love to have just kind of seen what that was about.
You, Steven?
Hawkman.
Hawkman.
Hawkman. Yeah.
David and I have never laughed as hard as we laughed during the scene with Hawkman.
What was funny about it?
That's
Man, I'm asking all the wrong questions here. All right, yes, sir.
Hi, so how many push-ups can you guys do right right now?
None of your business.
Think I asked the whole question? Push-up challenge?
No way.
Fair enough, thank you.
Moving on.
I'm on a recovery day.
What's up, Fat? We got Fat Gum.
Whoa. I hope this one isn't answered with none of your business, but what's both y'all's favorite flavors of ice cream?
Oh, mint chocolate chip.
Mine will get a clap, but it's, it's cookies and cream.
This is a question more so for David. So when you were playing Anton on the show Dexter, at what point did they tell you that you were going to be skating?
What point? I didn't, but it was funny too because every lunch break we had the next episode of the show, so we would come in and read the scripts. They didn't send them to us; they was very confidential. So we had to read it during lunchtime, during the lunch break, and everyone would go to the back to see if they died or not. Everyone except Mike. I didn't know, but it was a great show, fun show.
All right. Hello, sir.
I wanted to ask about your experience as filming the scenes for Leon Yu, and how you think it affected the character, that the place that made him, he kept coming back to it even at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked when we would go back to the island in the present day, thinking about like season 5 specifically, where he has to fight Prometheus back on Leon Yu. That was really cool. Filming it was, those were not the easiest days, but they were fun. They were very rewarding.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Hi guys. One each question for David. For the Spartan character, was there ever a discussion for a spin-off, like to have your own show and continue your character, see where that would lead to?
Yeah, there were a couple of things. There was Lantern, that obviously there was very political. Then there was another show that was on the bubble called Justice U. That was a spin-off of the Diggle character. CW, some things happened with that. Warner Brothers had some changes, so neither one of those shows happened. The same thing with Canaries. Canaries also had a backdoor pilot that was a very real show. Both of those died with CW revamp.
Yeah, I figured that. All right. And for Steven, you talk about the pilot and everything else, and I wanted to ask you, how was it working with a legendary martial artist, Darren I always get his name wrong, Darren Chalazi, rest in peace. How was it working with him?
I mean, so I fought Darren, he played Adam Hunt's Heavy in the pilot, and man, we went at it. And the cool thing about the pilot was I was up in Vancouver for about 3 weeks before the pilot, so we did fight prep training, and man, that guy could go, and treated me, spoiler alert, he could kill me. But he was wonderful to work with, really, really special.
Good question, sir.
Hello, Steven. I met you yesterday. It was great seeing you again. And specifically about the crossovers with Supergirl and The Flash, what's your favorite memory of working with Grant and Melissa, if you have any?
I think my favorite memory overall would be aside from doing the Flash pilot, would be when Barry and I switched bodies. Because then we folded in Supergirl as well. And that was a full departure for me. That was like a buddy cop comedy thing that we were doing. And playing Barry Allen and just being super awkward and apparently looking very awkward in the Flash suit. Apparently. That was just such a treat. That was such a treat.
Thank you, sir.
Hi. I have a question for both of you. During the show, do you guys sometimes do your own stunts?
Yeah, I mean, we do our own stunts to the extent that we were allowed. I was young and stupid, so I liked to do as many of them as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, there were a few. There were a few that we did. There was a lot of martial arts stuff that we did.
Yeah.
But I mean, jumping off overpasses and landing on cars and windows exploding out of it, which both of our guys did. A lot of that we left to our guys for obvious reasons.
Yes. Thank you. Good question, sir.
Thank you.
Yo, so first off, mint chocolate chips amazing. That's my favorite too, right? But question is, for both of you guys, who was y'all's separate like favorite villain, like at the end of like every season? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I think we have two different ones. Mine was Deathstroke, Mano Banana, easily. I think season 2, I just think he came to the show and did something else to the whole mythos of the show.
Mine was Prometheus. Yeah, I really liked that. I was very proud of season 5 of the show, and I was a huge fan of the idea that Prometheus was a villain that was created by Oliver's actions. I thought that was very fitting.
All right. Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hello, Stephen. I have a question for you.
Sure.
What was your favorite part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows?
I mean, shooting in the turtle lair was really cool. But basically, when we were filming that, over the course of filming, when they found out that I was kind of attuned to doing my own stunts, they actually built out a sequence where I'm trying to evade Bebop and Rocksteady on my rollerblades that I fashioned, and we shot that out at a pier 52 or something like that in Manhattan, right on the Hudson River, for an entire week, and cars are exploding and being shot everywhere, and it was just they hired a second unit director and a stunt director and a whole crew just to shoot that sequence, and so that, it was I've never worked that hard on set, ever. It was amazing.
All right. Thank you for your question, sir. And you, Spider-Man, you get the last question of the panel. No pressure.
Last question, man. I'm a huge fan of the Arrow show, and for the Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, they're really one of my favorite. And I have a question for Stephen and Dave. It's about Crisis on Infinite Earth. There's one of my favorites. So, how do you feel about fighting each other for Crisis Infinite Earths?
Can you repeat your question one more time?
The Crisis Infinite Earths back in 2019.
Right.
Yeah. So.
What do you want to ask them though?
About the.
Oh, just the experience of it?
The experience.
Oh, okay, the experience of it.
Yeah.
That, if you haven't seen it, sorry, but I died twice.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. That honestly, that was such a wild shoot that there were parts of that I didn't even know. I didn't even know until I watched some of the stuff. Lucifer showed up and that.
Yeah, we went there looking for you.
Yeah. Oh really?
Yeah, we went to hell looking for you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Cool. Did you find me?
No.
No. Yeah, man. I had a different pitch for that with Welling, with Tom Welling. Yeah, it was like I was trying to my character was trying to navigate the afterlife, and I was sitting and playing poker with him and Lex Luthor, something like that. I know. I really wanted to share the screen with Tom. Yeah, and then what they ended up doing was really cool, but I want to share the screen with them. You?
I just think it was. What about that? It was. Crisis was great. All the crossovers were great. It's kind of, when I think about it, just kind of being away from it now. I just don't think it's been done as well anyplace else. Can I say that? I think we did it really well. You know what I mean? Like it was just very well done. And I think the send-off that we ultimately got in Flash later on one of our episodes directed by Danielle Panabaker, I just think was just a wonderful send-off for our two characters, which was connected to Crisis in a sense. So a wonderful experience with Crisis, and I think we ultimately got our comeuppance in the Flash. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that question. Yeah, of course. Stephen, before I let you go, one more time you want to mention about the graphic novel, what you got cooking?
Yeah, we got a graphic novel coming out. It's Tales from Lincoln City. It's Garrett's origin story. It will be accompanied by Robbie's graphic novel as well, which is Connor's origin story. We answer some questions. How did my character meet Sutcliffe in the first movie? Robbie's relationship, his character's relationship with his father. It's good.
Good stuff, yeah.
And we have like a wonderful team. I don't have the names right now at my disposal, but it's a real graphic novel done by like.
And of course, go to your table and get more information.
Yeah,
on all that stuff. Once again, give it up for the cast. That was Arrow, everybody. If you did not get a chance to ask a question, their tables are open. Go down there, go meet them, all that fun stuff. Once again, give it up for Stephen, Amell, and David Ramsey.